It's time for Wrestle Shoot. The beast comes out in the dead of night. Wrestle Shoot eats a Tuesday night. Rob and Chris don't pull the punches, bitch. Wrestle Shoot. Breaking it down, Wrestle Shoot. Telling the facts, Wrestle Shoot. Stories on the road, Wrestle Shoot. That's our fire's subtext. No Carney ever escapes their sight. Coming at you live every Tuesday night. Hey, Wrestle Shoot. Anti-social network, Wrestle Shoot. Sticky and hot, Wrestle Shoot. Sometimes act like jerks, Wrestle Shoot. Always bringing on the guts.
Oh shit, it's Tuesday night. You know what that means. That means Wrestle Shoot is here to fuck up your night.
Oh, I was doing my air drums.
No, I saw that. Keep going.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris Casanova, Chris Wilds.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's a pretty well. Yeah, Chris Wilds today.
Well, here. Fuck, Chris. All right, Chris Wilds. Hang on a second. Can I change mine?
The Rob Casanova?
Yeah, I just might. I'm thinking about it. But maybe, you know, actually it makes sense you take my last name, sweetie. It's funny too. When I was talking to you on the phone earlier and I answered the phone, said, "Hey, Princess." I heard in the background, "Princess. Is that Casanova?" I was like, "Yes." Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
So Tuesday night, we're back for another goddamn Wrestle Shoot. I'm Wild Thing Rob Wilds. That's the lovely and talented, the ever popular and constantly improving, my hetero life mate, Chris Wilds.
Oh, what am I improving in? Our sex life? Or wait, did I say it over the air? No shit.
Well, that doesn't need me improving. I mean, for fuck's sakes, look at us, dude. Obviously, we know how to make fuck.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh, Jesus Christ. Starting off to show us some class. You know what? Let's take a quick second here and let's regroup. And let's spotlight one of our other programs, Ghosted, just for a moment, shall we?
Let's take a look.
Oh yeah.
My favorite show is Ghosted. My favorite show is hosted by Rob and Doug, two clowns and new Doug. Ghost videos being roasted. Anti-social network where it all began. The boys had an idea that seems rather grand. Rob and Doug were crazy for giving it a shot, but they did,
right?
And it was fucking hot. Ooh. Ghosted, looking for some truth. Ghosted, through the bullshit on YouTube. Ghosted, uncensored, no limits, no sugar-coated talk. Ghosted rocks, cause your boys got balls.
Ooh, that's right.
What's this new Doug thing? Are those killer clowns? Ghosted rocks, cause your boys got balls.
Ooh.
Ghosted rocks, cause your boys got balls. Ghosted rocks, cause your boys got balls.
That's right. That was funny, Chris. When I first thought of this whole Ghosted idea, I remember I was so excited when I thought of it, and I went, okay, so the first thing I got to do is sell Chris on it, because Chris doesn't believe in ghosts at fucking all. And then the second thing I got to do is convince Doug to do it, because I just didn't think he would have any interest in really stepping up on a weekly show. And both of you were easier to sell than it was for me to sell myself, man. Ghost has just really worked for us.
It's a good show.
It is a good show.
Been on a few times, and I have to ask you, that picture that you and Doug were singing, was he singing a love song to you?
Okay. Do you want me to answer you honestly? Is it going to cause jealousy?
No. Hey, dude, we're in an open relationship, so.
No, he was not.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
In fact, that photo, that one, you took that one, dummy.
What, the one he's singing to you with the microphone?
The one where I'm doing this number? You took that picture of me, you idiot.
I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
Was there a lot of alcohol?
Always.
Okay, I'm using that as my excuse.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we're here back. We're here for another Wrestle Shoot. It's another Tuesday night. Chris. Exciting improvement to Tuesday night tonight for her first time misbehaving. Debuts Red Rum on her new Tuesday night.
Red
spot.
rum.
That's right. Immediately following us. I love it. So that's cool as shit. But let's keep it tuned here. She is burning it up, dude. She is burning it up over here. So good on you, Miss B. Good on you, Doug Damien. Good on you, everybody in the fucking network. We love you. And if you have a podcast idea that you think is outlandish or extreme, most networks say no. We're probably going to say yeah. Because we say fuck around here.
A lot.
A lot.
Like capital LOT exclamation mark.
Yeah. And it really just falls into the spirit of the network, and everything that's been falling in is falling in so smoothly, dude. It's really, we're finding a lot of really good fits over here.
Yes.
Pretty stoked about it. So let's get into this week's topic.
Hey, I just heard something recently.
So
Lex Luger is going to WWE Hall of Fame.
The fuck out of here. Really?
I'm not joking. I heard about it a couple days ago. It just happened over the weekend. He is going in.
Luger is in the Hall of Fame, but Demolition is not. What?
Well, Demolition should have been there a long time ago, like 10 years ago.
Like, there are so many people who are not in the Hall of Fame who deserve to be. I understand they're kicking up a lot of stink right now because they're talking about inducting H as well. And man, fuck you guys, dude. If anybody has earned it, it's Hunter.
Wait,
he has earned his spot.
Who's kicking shit up about H going in? Seriously?
Yeah, all the Mizarks, and the haters, the other wrestlers who just got to find somebody to talk shit about. And Hunter was on the dish this week.
Let's just take the equation. I won't get back to Luger, but let's take him out of the equation of Triple H being with Stephanie. Let's take that out of the equation. Let's say he was just a normal fucking worker. He would have been in. He didn't need that at all. Like, he's that fucking good. Like, he was putting on great matches before they were even a fucking item.
I know, when he first started calling himself the Game, dude, I marked out. I was like, fuck yeah, you are, dude. You are the epitome of what professional wrestling is. And to say Triple H don't belong in the Hall of Fame because he's the big boss in WWE, I get that to a degree. Like, you maybe want to steer yourself away from that just to keep the negative criticism away with the ownership change, I think. But at the same time, that's the game. Eat a dick. Why don't you start complaining about Undertaker next? Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck off, dude. I can now Shane McMahon went in, like, okay, come on. He's the fucking boss's son, dude. Don't fucking put him in there, dude. But come on, Triple H, dude. I don't care if he's a fucking boss, dude. He is.
I feel like Shane does have a spot. And this is why.
Really?
Yeah, this is why.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There is no time to Shane McMahon ever set foot in a ring. Not once. And if I'm wrong, point it out. That he did not give 500% of himself to what he was doing right then. For Christ's sakes, look at what he did with Angle. He jumped off scaffolding. He wrestled the Undertaker straight man on. I mean, I think that Shane came into the business. Porter used to tell me that when Vince and Shane were in California, Vince would stick Shane on ring crew under Porter, get the ring up. He put Stephanie up there, tear tickets, sell programs. Him and Steph have both learned the wrestling business from the ground up, which is probably Shane's out because he's like, fuck, this business is for scumbags, which it is.
All right.
I think he earned a spot. If it was ever presented, I wouldn't scoff at it.
Really? I mean, I'm not going to say he didn't deserve, he's paid his dues, but I mean, he's not a normal everyday worker. I figured that's just for normal everyday workers. Again, not taking anything from Shane McMahon. His accomplishment, what he's done. those crazy ass matches. Fucking kudos to him, dude. But
Yeah, but look at the other sports hall of fames. They have owners in them and managers, and they have lots of people in those other halls. So why shouldn't Shane fall into that?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of owners and fucking being in Hall of Fame. But that's just me, though. But
So, like, when we eventually do an ASN Hall of Fame, does that mean we don't get to be in it?
oh, that's a good question.
See? I mean, we were the ones who started this son bitch right along with Wrestle Shoot. We built this whole company off the back of Wrestle Shoot.
That's true. All right. We'll have to think more about that.
Yeah, maybe we won't go in. Maybe just Wrestle Shoot will go in.
There you go. I like that.
And me. Not you, but me. I want to be in it.
Can I be an honorary member at least? An honorary inductee?
No, because you're so against the owners, right? Like if Art Rooney has no place in the Hall of Fame, then why do you?
Okay. Art Rooney.
Hey, dude, I'm always gonna rep my Steelers.
So
Luger, he deserves to be to a degree too. He does. I mean, he was the shits, I thought, but he was involved in the big angles. He did the big thing. He turned heads, and he helped build the business off his back. So he probably deserves a spot.
I think so, especially his WCW runs. He was pretty damn good. I mean, not in the ring wise, but just angles, like you said, and him, getting the strap. He beat Hogan on fucking Nitro. They put him over, but he only had the belt for like 2 weeks and then dropped
Billy
it.
Kidman beat Hogan on Nitro. Who gives a shit about that? WCW didn't know their hands from their fucking elbows from their cocks. But WCW didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, but Kidman was dumb. That was kind of dumb. That was like towards the end of their days. This is when WCW, the whole NWO thing was just starting. That angle made sense with Luger and fucking Hogan. But anyhow, and I think the sympathy thing too is what Luger's gone through and how humble he is now, and maybe that has something to do with it as well. Combination, I think, is like, fuck it, let's just throw him in there.
I guess I would have to actually meet Lex again and actually experience if he's really been humbled, because he's a cunt.
Watch his podcast, watch his interviews. I know maybe it could be putting a false front, but all these interviews are they reflect each other. Like, he's very fucking humble, and just watch some of these podcasts. Like, he's a changed person, and it's something like that. When he's in a wheelchair, it can fucking humble anybody.
And I understand he's actually recently been taking some responsibility for contributing to Liz.
Yeah. He talked a little about that. I think it's on a couple of podcasts, and
I've never seen one of his podcasts. I could not stand listening to Luger open his mouth on TV. I just can't see my way clear of sitting through a podcast of his.
Yeah, do like a 10-minute clip or something. They can space them out. So you have to listen to for an hour and a half, because usually they're an hour and a half usually. So they little clips.
That.
Yeah, that's.
I think an hour and a half of Lex Luger forced on me, I'd hang myself.
Well, do the 5-6 minute one. You get a little couple clips. That might be too much.
I'll let you do it.
I've already done it. I'm not doing an hour and a half.
Okay, fair enough. He was actually a dude who I think perfectly encompasses the whole point of tonight, and that's wrestlers who live their fucking gimmick. Wrestlers who cannot separate who they are from who their character is. Right here, this fucking guy. All right. Wild Thing was not just a gimmick. It was a lifestyle. Wild Thing tried to kill me with just hard fucking living lifestyle. I was able to break free from my gimmick. But how many dudes do we know who are our age, who are still trying to live their indie wrestling gimmicks?
So Rob Wild. What Rob Wild is this now?
This is the Rob Wilds of now. This ain't Wild Thing no more. I had to put that guy behind a steel door.
So he's gone. He's done.
Well, I mean, I still use his name, but no, that guy, he gets let out very rarely, but I keep a leash on him too, like chained to the wall. You can only come out of the door so far, because if he gets his hands on me, I'm a goner. And that's the fucking truth.
You're one of those like leashes that has some slack to it, but eventually it stops.
Yeah, like a kid. Or a dog. Come back here.
Yeah. Okay. That's enough. Okay. Come on back.
And that was the problem. Wild Thing would climb out of the ring. Wild Thing would go to the back, get a shower. Wild Thing would put on his street clothes. Wild Thing would get into his car. And Wild Thing would go to the bar. And that's not good. Wild Thing should have got out of the ring. Rob should have gotten the shower in the car and gone home. That's what should have happened.
Yeah, Wild Thing. Yeah, I've seen that guy in action.
Yeah, he's not always a pretty picture.
Yeah.
Not like this well-adjusted gentleman you stand before you who helps run the anti-social network. Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, it's a different guy.
But it's true. These dudes, it's like, let's use Ric Flair as an example, right? Ric Flair never went back to Ric Flair. Every time he was anywhere, he was Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Ric Flair. Ric Flair married those women. Ric Flair had children. Ric Flair stayed on the road, drinking, bringing in strange rats every single night. That's a dude who could not separate. For whatever reason, he just could not separate himself.
And he's still the same to this day. Like, he is Ric Flair. He's not changing until he dies.
I think he's changed a lot, probably in the fact of like how Luger did. How you're saying he's more humble. He recognizes his mistakes down the road. He openly expresses the regret that he feels for some of the things he's done. Because Ric Flair is like Mr. fucking podcast now. He is on everybody's everything. He is still keeping himself out there. And we all know Rick likes to cry. And he cries on every podcast that he's on. But you could tell, man, he's actually taken some time to look inward and reflect on what he's done, and he's feeling what he's done. It's just too bad it took him till the end of his life. I still feel the things that I have done in name of my gimmick, but I came to terms with myself. And I still deal with it. It's not like I'm over it and I've forgiven myself for all the bullshit Wild Thing has done. But at the end of the day, it was me.
Sure. He still parties though. He's still a drinker. He likes to have his parties still.
I know you say that all the time, and he's just not.
Yes,
How often have I drank this year? I can count it on one hand.
No, Ric Flair, not you.
Oh, I thought you meant me. Yeah. No, yeah, Rick.
No, you too.
Well, Rick isn't doing shots and shit anymore. He's doing like that caffeinated alcohol water. That's his thing now.
Watch. There's some reels by him fucking pounding shots, man. He was at the dance in a fucking bar. Yeah, dude. He's probably toned it down quite a bit.
All right. I should correct that and say on the podcast I've seen him on, he was drinking that booze water.
Yeah, at the Barbie supplement line, I think.
I'll bet you out there in Clearwater with Hogan, boy, they break some bottles.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Try the All-American beer.
Have I? No.
I haven't yet. I'm not sure if it's even around here. I have to look for it.
I once heard somebody say it's no different than Wiedemann's. I'm like, oh, dude, it has to be better than Wiedemann's.
Wiedemann's? Fuck, I can't remember what Wiedemann's tastes like.
That's that old shit that was a step up from a yellow beer can that said beer on it, only because it had a logo. It doesn't matter how cold the shit was. You take a drink, it went down hot. It was nasty. But you could get a 12-pack for $2.
So basically, it was like crap beer, poorly made beer.
Absolutely.
And probably have a fucking serious hangover. You drink it.
Oh, yeah. But that's back in the days when I also would drink Night Train and Thunderbird if I could get, or Mad Dog if I got my hands on it. I just drank it back then.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Steel Reserve.
No, Steel Reserve is way better than Wiedemann's.
Oh, I talk about Mad Dog. Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That was like everybody on the closing shift at Taco Bell when I was a kid would throw in 50 cents and we go get a 12-pack.
Damn, dude.
Or we just go look around the parking lot, dude. We could find $2 in coins out there. It was easy. And like one beer, the effect it would have on you would be like 3. So you just get hammered easy on this cheap shit.
Drink at the parking lot and chill.
And I feel like we got to kind of get back on topic, and we got to impart this onto the young guys who are watching or the guys who are in school right now. Man, you got to turn your fucking gimmick off. All right. Chris Casanova's driver's license does not say Chris fucking Casanova. He's only ever Chris Casanova on the air when it's time to be.
Oh, I thought it was Chris Wilds.
Well, it is after we got hitched today. Damn, dude, what are you doing? Why are you blowing our laundry out like that?
When they hitched on a Monday afternoon.
That's right. Well, you were in town. I was in town. The drive-through chapel was open. It was very romantic.
Right. It was quick too, which is even better.
And some of you might be saying, "Well, if you're newlyweds, why are you guys on different cameras? Mind your own fucking business. That's why."
Yes, mind your fucking business. Maybe I'm somewhere else now. Maybe I just came in for one day and fucking get married and then come back.
So, Chris, as a former promoter, what was your take on those dudes? Like, what advice would you give guys on how the promoter looks at somebody who can't leave the gimmick at home
Fuck,
or in the ring?
Find a way to separate it. Fuck, whatever it takes. Just find a fucking way, dude. You got to tell yourself I'm not this person in reality. Like you portray yourself in fucking public like this. A couple of things could happen. You get your ass kicked and go to fucking jail.
Stabbed.
Those are the two fucking things, dude. But people are not going to take you seriously. Like you got to learn how to separate it. And fuck, I think it comes to me personally is like this is just an act. Like once I'm out of here, dude, I live real life.
Right.
But it's something. I think some people have a tough time distinguishing from real life to fantasy, and sometimes that fantasy they like it a lot better than their real life too, and that takes over. But if you have trouble fucking just separating it, you need to talk to somebody. That's my advice. Talk to somebody.
Problem is that you live that persona so often, especially nowadays. When you're trying to post things online, you got to post as fucking Rob Wilds is how I'm posting things up. And when I go on the air, when I hit the ring, it's always Rob Wilds. But I have figured out how to turn Wilds off when I'm not entertaining.
You're not entertaining?
Yeah, when I'm not. I was trying to give you an opening to make a joke there.
Oh, well, no, I was like, you're not entertaining, but
yeah, well, you fucking waited too long. Goddamn dead air waiting for your punchline. Jesus, Chris.
Should we just stare at each other? Bueller.
Do a little bit of this.
Bueller. Wilds.
Huh? What's happening?
So getting back to how did you fucking how come you couldn't turn it off?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think that like when I would go to the after parties, because there were certain sponsors who would sponsor shows, but they would also have a list of guys who were on that show that they expected at the after party to represent their brand. And you get a couple extra pennies for it, and that's cool. But I would pretty much get up that morning and I would get up as Wild Thing. Because that's what today holds, right? We got to maybe do a little bit of press, got to maybe get on a camera and shoot an angle. You got to maybe do something all day. Then you got to go to the after party. Then you're fucking hammered and you're still in your gimmick until eventually it's like you're not trying to keep it on. It's just on.
So did you wear your gear too as well?
What, like to the after parties?
Yeah.
No, I never did that.
Okay.
Only time I ever wore my gear into a situation like that was when I was going to go fight that particular other wrestler in Sacramento and I was leaving a training camp and I went right to his fucking job head to toe. I was fully in gear. I was going to kick his fucking teeth in with my wrestling boots on.
Oh my gosh.
What kind of shit happens? And that's something else, guys. It's like, fucking not letting go of your gimmick at the end of the night. That's what makes you a real man. That's what makes you a professional wrestler. I understand being method actors and shit like that, where maybe on show day you got to spend the whole day in gimmick. I get that.
Me too. I get that part of it.
But like when you go home at night and you climb into bed, as soon as those boots come off, so should your fucking gimmick. Just turn it off. You're gonna be happier. Because I tell you what, we all know any wrestler's gimmick always wants more and is always reaching farther. Anybody who gets into a ring wants more and they're reaching farther. So you take that out of a ring and you put that into your personal life. That's of course going to turn destructive. I want more booze. I want more Coke. I want more of everything because I'm Wild Thing and I can handle it. And then what does that lead to? That leads to addiction. It leads to divorce. It leads to just fucking horrific things.
Greed is a bad thing. Greed kills. You want more. You want more. You want more of the lifestyle.
Well, greed definitely tried to kill me. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the last 5 years of my in-ring days, I shouldn't have been taking those big stupid bumps that I always took and still trying to get that same pop that I got in my 20s. That was ridiculous.
Well, you did.
But I still did it. I mean, well, it was almost like every other show. Chris would run me to the hospital just to get checked out.
Fuck yeah, I remember those days. Shit. Good time. Good memories, right? In some ways.
Well, I mean, I don't remember most of them. They would hit me with some painkillers, and I guess I would just check right out because I am. I mean, now that I'm 7 years off of my cocaine train, every drug affects me super powerful. Like when they did my foot surgery, they gave me this just a codeine, and the codeine lit me up, man. I only took it for 1 day, and I was like, I can't do these anymore. So that's the good part of getting clean is your tolerance goes down to that of a normal person.
Right.
Because a normal person takes codeine after surgery, and they're like, great. People like I used to be like, no, I need those Norcos, those really ridiculously strong Vicodins.
Yeah, they're not a joke.
No, they're disgusting.
What
And
was
I've
that?
watched so many people that we knew die because they won't let go of the gimmick. Wrestling essentially, in a sense, killed them.
Sad. Very sad. Like fucking who's that fucking Scott Hall. Look at that. He loved the gimmick. He started living it. And he got to a point where he was like, fuck, I want to keep this in-ring gimmick going outside. And that unfortunately led to his demise. Sad talent. He was a talent.
Yeah. He pound for pound, he was one of the greatest ever.
I agree. And if he could have curbed that, I think who knows?
But then, you got Scott, you got Jannetty, you got fucking Roberts, you got Flair, you got all these dudes who are escaping something. And that could be a big part of wrestlers who can't let go of their gimmicks. Maybe we're trying to escape something in our lives that we hate.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's not confronting it. It's just trying to get away from it. But at the end of
Out
the
of
day,
sight, out of mind.
yeah, it's still going to be there.
Yes, it is.
But I guess that's where addiction comes in, right? Is you don't want that high or whatever to wear off or whatever it is. You just want to keep it going. So
and addiction is such a widely used fucking term anymore. That kind of bugs me a little bit because now you could be a comic book addict. You could be any kind of addict as long as you claim there's consequence to your action. Like drug and alcohol, sexual addiction, those are compulsions. People who are spending too much money on comic books, fuck you, dude.
I'm a sex addict. No.
Well, I know you are.
I was into Will Ferrell, fucking Blades of Glory. Sex
Yeah,
addict.
I know what you were doing. Oh, was that Blades of Glory? I thought it was Wedding Crashers.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about Will Ferrell? This is Wrestle Shoot, goddammit. You think Will Ferrell would wrestle me?
I'd pay to see that. That'd be great.
Well, everybody would pay to see it. That's the only reason we would do it.
Yeah, I think yeah. That, I know we talked about a few years ago about Butterbean, you fighting him. That would have been fucking great. It's too bad that
Well, it wasn't gonna be me fighting Butterbean.
take
It
a
was gonna
punch.
be I was gonna throw my hands down, let Big Boy knock me the fuck out for charity.
Right.
But at the end of the day, he was just like, dude, I'm gonna fuck you up. I can't throw it in soft. I'm gonna throw it in hard. I don't want to hurt you. Like, you know what? I actually really appreciate that. Thanks, dude. Good call. Good call.
God, I feel like Bart Gunn, dude. Fucking
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Bart Gunn, what was he? 6'6"? And he was like 300 something pounds at the time, and he got fucking dinked down. Butterbean would kill me.
be worse than Knoxville. No, not worse than Knoxville. He was kind of light on Knoxville, I think.
No, he just went fast on Knoxville.
Oh, he went a little too fast, so he can
No,
fucking
not too fast. He went fast and not hard. Remember, he's like, go ahead and hit me. All right, do it again. Okay, ready? Bing, 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 and then dropped him. Like with me, it was gonna be a give me one punch, put me on my ass for charity. And he's like,
like a
that's
fucking
not a good idea.
wound up and just boom.
Boom, yeah. And I would have, started my bump early, but still, that's Butterbean's fist coming at me with fucking 12 ounces wrapped around it. Ow.
And let's think of I think we think of the repercussions on that. Man, it kind of broke your fucking jaw, concussion, broke some teeth. I mean,
I could take a punch though, let's be honest.
well, I'm not saying you can't, but I mean, with you just sitting there like this, standing there like that, open face. I mean,
I know, getting all tense, waiting for it.
gosh, just that impact. Yeah, I don't think, I'm glad that didn't happen because that could have been pretty devastating.
Yeah, it could have been.
It's still funny to watch, but
it would have been fucking amazing to watch. I think we would have generated a ton of revenue for it. But at the end of the day, he didn't want to hurt me, and I appreciate the fuck out of it.
Yeah. We didn't get him on again. He was a great fucking guest.
Oh, he was great. That Karnak gimmick we did with him. Every now and again, I still hear from him. He's like, "Hey, that Johnny Carson bit we did was fun." Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. We go an hour and a half. We went a while with him.
That was a long show. I don't know exactly. I mean, we might have gone an hour and a half total, but not with him. He wasn't on the entire show. Was he?
Was he half? I don't know. He's on a good portion. Maybe it was like half of it or most of it.
He was on most of it. Yeah, I just know we did our classic shit we always did in the beginning, do our bits, hit our fucking segments and our gimmicks and all that bullshit. And then we brought him on.
It could be an hour and 15 or something. Who knows? But it
was something like that. I don't think he would have hung out for an hour and a half. He got shit to do. That old boy is busy.
Yeah, he's a busy dude, man.
Good for him. And that's another thing is like the character of Butterbean would have cut me in half without thinking twice about it. But the man stepped in and said, "No, Rob, I don't want to fuck you up." All right.
Yeah.
I guess that was lucky for me because Wild Thing was taking over right there, I guess, saying, "Go ahead and hit me."
Was that your idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always my idea. The dangerous things are always my idea involving my fragile personage. I'm not going to volunteer anybody for anything crazy that I'm not going to do. So I'll do it first.
It just looked, as you're saying, I'm usually behind it too. I'm like, yeah, fucking A.
Yeah, go let Butterbean punch you. You were pretty vocal against that. You and Butcher both were pretty not feeling that idea.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, dude. But I remember talking about the fucking repercussions that could happen. Like, dude, that's
well, Butcher's repercussion was, I'm going to get on a plane and be there for it. And if he fucks you up, I'm going to crack him in his face with a bat. I was like, no, you're not. What are you talking about?
Settle down.
I don't want you to do it. And if he fucking hurts you, I'm going to fucking hurt him. I was like, dude, that's a real friend right there.
Yeah, don't go to jail, Butcher. Come on, baseball bat.
I'm going to fly to America from Wales just to get a bat just in case. That fucking guy. Missed that guy. Now, see, he's somebody, if we do a Hall of Fame, he's definitely got to be the first inductee.
I think he should be the first one for sure. I agree.
Good old Butcher. Well, fuck, man. I think we're kind of getting a little long in the tooth of this. Only got about 6 minutes left. Anything else? I mean, I really want to impart to the young guy is just, dude, you fuck, man.
Just be you. Just be your authentic self outside the ring. Don't forget who you really are. If you got fucking problems, dude, go see somebody. Go talk to somebody. Like, don't let this fucking fester and screw your life up in the later run. Don't do
because
that.
it will fuck your life up. Because at the end of the day, I'm a felon, and I will be forever, based on the actions on that I was running for years leading up to it. Years leading up to it, not letting go of the gimmick, and then drugs came into play, and it was fucking over, Johnny.
Yep.
Which might have been avoided had I learned how to separate myself earlier.
Yeah, so lesson learned, guys. Listen.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. So this is the Antisocial Network, and let's just get one more plug out. Guys, if you are a content creator, you have an idea, you're looking for a home, talk to us. Talk to us. Because you would be surprised what we're into and what we would agree to as far as content goes, man. There are no bad ideas. There are just ideas that need refining and tweaking. And I'll use Red Rum as a great example of the original thought for Red Rum was Miss B is going to grab 3 of her crows, and every week there's going to be 4 of them. Every week, one of them will pick a new topic, and they'll just all roll on it with no heads up.
I remember that.
Quickly, that dropped down to just Miss B and Dahlia. And then pretty quickly after that, it just filtered down into what the Red Rum product is right now. Kind of excited to see where it goes next. So there are no like set in stone things. If you got a thought and we need to tweak it around, let's tweak it around. Let's play with it. Let's make it work for everybody.
Hell yeah.
I think the best part of what we do over here is that we don't, like, the Antisocial Network does not want any ownership of your intellectual property. We just want you to take your particular brand of crazy and pepper it on top of our brand of crazy, and let's see what kind of shit explodes from it.
Yeah, a nice little mixture there.
Because that's what we do. We like to mix it up. So, all right. Chris.
What, Rob?
Talk to Marty the other day.
A good old MJ?
I did. And I was like, Marty, what's good with Wrestle Shoot, man? We miss you. And he's like, dude, fuck, let's do it. And I want you guys to come on Party with Marty.
Wow, no shit. That would be fun.
And I can't believe I didn't tell you this off the air. I like to save the big information till we're live.
Yeah. Rob likes the element of surprise.
That's right. Sneak attack and shit. All right. So we're gonna get that worked out with Marty pretty soon, I suppose, yeah?
Yeah, I think it'd be great if I can party with Marty.
Well, I guess I should probably get my ass over to Jacksonville before I start trying to make any other commitments, huh?
Yeah. Jacksonville's around the corner.
It is just around the corner. And it's just around the corner for you too, my friend.
Corner. Oh, sorry. Bust out song.
And then pretty soon we could sit on our little porch swing together. With your right thank you letters to everybody who sent us wedding presents. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Now, so far, I haven't actually got anything. Have you?
Not yet. Are we even registered? Oh.
So then instead of thank you, we'll write fuck you letters to everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. On that note, got anything to take us out on, Chris?
I got nothing, man.
Bye.